The second perspective on culture that sociologists have taken is the culture as a toolkit perspective. In this view of culture, it makes it a much more difficult concept to study. Culture is more like a toolkit from which individuals choose different pieces in order to construct different lines of social action. So from this perspective, individuals are seen as active and skilled users of culture and not just as passive recipients of culture, almost like cultural dopes. This cultural toolkit consists of a range of symbols, stories, rituals, worldviews, to which people have access and may use in different ways and with different approaches to help them solve a whole host of issues. Culture, from this point of view, equips social actors with the tools and materials they need to construct their own strategies of action, which are necessary to help them achieve a particular life goal. According to David Harding's study on adolescent socialization in a poor neighborhood in Boston, this is exactly an example of the toolkit model. Harding notes that poor neighborhoods are typically culturally heterogeneous and should not be treated as a homogeneous entity. Youth have access to several different cultural values and strategies for achieving success. In cases where values conflict, youths can choose from their cultural toolkit those strategies that they believe will lead to success. Lacking cultural skills to participate meaningfully in social interactions can have amusing results, as I noted in the textbook with the example of the story about bride price, or it can have quite unsettling results, as, for example, the story that I gave in the chapter on the anthropologist Briggs' study of a small group of Utku in the Canadian Arctic. The experience of Briggs and other Western anthropologists confirmed that while there are certain similarities between all human cultures, language, tool-making, for example, there's a vast range of differences how cultural tools can be used. Briggs certainly got herself into quite a bit of trouble by relying on Western sensibilities about the expression of anger compared to those of the Utku.